Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. The 2023 starter decks are coming to a close. All 15 of them upgraded for both alchemy and standard formats. Whatever tickles your fancy, we've got you covered, all in one convenient playlist, starter decks for 2023, and you're probably in it right now. If not, it's very easy to find on my channel. And then that's all in one spot, which is really cool. Moving from there, you can go to the free-to-play decks, and then eventually to the standard decks, the Explorer decks, the Alchemy decks, right? In today's video, we continue on. We are in Grave Matters. It's Golgari, black and green, graveyard recursion / reanimation. So we're getting dirty. We're going to break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies, showcase this within our standard gameplay footage, wrapping up with our closing thoughts, deck review, and just general channel news, right? So again, thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you're having a magical day. If you could help support, like, comment, subscribe, watch that playlist, and you've gone above and beyond. But of course, we do offer the YouTube memberships as well. Let's take a look at the deck. Heyo, River! It just feels good to get it out of the system. Grave Matters, 60 card, best of 1, 2.3 average mana value with that curve. We have 22 creatures, 13 non-creatures, 25 lands to support. As a deck that does some milling, it's nice to have more lands than you typically would because it sucks to mill the land and then brick, right? Brutal. It happens a lot. So we run a little bit heavier land base here within the deck. Speaking of that mill, well, it's Deathbonnet Sprout for 1 is a 1/1, and at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. If there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, transform the Sprout from a 1/1 into a 3/3, which is crazy because it only costs 1 land. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile a card from your graveyard. If a creature card was exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on the Hulk. It's going to 4/4. It's going to 5/5 for 1 freaking mana. Thank you so much for the support there. So 4 copies of that. We can really mill the deck here as well with Old Stickfingers for 2+X. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of card types in our graveyard. So, enchantment, artifact, planeswalker, land, instant sorcery, so on and so forth, right? And then when it enters play, you're going to mill cards from the top of your library until you reveal X creature cards, and then put all creature cards revealed this way into the grave, the rest in the bottom in a random order. So really nice mill here. We have the Visionary for 2 as a 1/3. Once it's in play, Summoning Sickness is off of it. We can pay 2, tap it, using it typically as a chump blocker to return it back to our hand, revealing the top 4, putting a land here, the rest into the graveyard. That's a mill off the top into the graveyard, right? And then finally, Channel for 2, like double X +2 green, and you're going to discard it, returning X non-legendary cards from your graveyard to your hand, which is so good. And then eventually, we're going to bring that back with the Gloomshrieker. Now, this doesn't mill, but before we get there, I want to talk about the synergy between the Visionary and the Shrieker. It's a big part of the deck. A 2/1 with Menace. When it enters the battlefield, return target permanent card from your grave to your hand. If it would die, exile it instead, right? So this is going to allow us to channel this multiple times, keep us going, which is really nice, never running out of cards. So back to the mill, Old Rutstein for 3/1/4 when it enters play, or at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. If it was a land, create a treasure. If it was a creature, create a 1/1 token. If it was a non-creature, create a blood token, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So some nice mill within the deck. It's not too much, but it is definitely enough. All right, and then our engines in the build, you already know, it's the Ghoulish Procession for 2 is an enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature dies, create a 2/2 zombie with decay, triggering once each turn, your turn and their turn, as well as the Opportunist for 3/1/3. Whenever one or more creatures would die, draw a card. This ability as well, triggering on each player's turn, which is really nice. And then, it's a lot of removal. Eaten Alive for 1. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature or pay an additional 4 to exile a creature or planeswalker. So our own creature will die here. The decay tokens we can have die on our own turn. And then, of course, the instant speed removal will be on our opponent's turn. Other sorcery speed or removal we do on our own turn will be the Gravelighter for 2/2, 3 mana flying. It enters the battlefield, draw a card if a creature died this turn. Otherwise, each player sacrifices a creature. Good removal. The draw is nice as well, right? I guess that's all we have for really sacrificing our creatures. Other removal within the deck, the March of Wretched Sorrow for 1+X, instant speed, reducing the casting cost of it by 2 for each non-land black permanent we discard into exile from our hand. and then it does X damage to target creature or planeswalker. We gain X life. We have 3 copies of the Infernal Grasp at instant speed for 2. Destroy target creature. You lose 2 life. Soul Transfer is another main phase / sorcery speed removal. Choose one if you have an artifact and enchantment, which we definitely can do in the deck. Get both. Exiling artifact or creature. Exiling creature or planeswalker. Or returning a creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. My apologies. And then, you know, we've got the late game shenanigans. The Blob for 5. Its power is equal to the number of card types in our graveyard. Its toughness is equal to that +1. Enchantment, artifact, sorcery, instant, land, planeswalker, right? And then at the beginning of our upkeep, it's going to make the ooze, and it has the power and toughness ability on it as well. This is going to go really wide for us, which is really nice. We have the Titan of Industry, 7/7, reach trample for 7. Enters play, choose 2, destroying artifact or enchantment, gaining 5 life, creating a 4/4, or putting a shield counter on one of our creatures, which is nice. And then Gala Greeters is nice as well. For 2 mana, 1/1. Alliance. When a creature enters play, put one of these abilities for the turn. Again, once on your turn, once on your opponent's turn for all 3 of them. +1/+1 counter. Treasure token. Gain 2 life. It's going to be not uncommon that you can do that on your own turn, but a little bit more awkward on your opponent's turn, but definitely possible if you can stack those processions, right? And then the Underdog, 3/2. You can sacrifice this with the Eaten Alive, which is really nice because you can replay it from the grave through the Blitz. 4 mana, paying 2 life. Of course, you'll draw that card as well, which is nice for the deck as well. And that is all the cards now. We've talked about everything in the deck. Swamps, forests, some land for consistency, and just a really, really fun deck that performs quite nicely, right? So having a ton of fun with this and all of the other starter decks that, again, are in one easy-to-find play. Let's check it out. Let it rip through. You know what? Better content to binge, right? Cheers. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, become a YouTube member today for exclusive content, and just enjoy. Have an absolute magical day. Let's play some Magic. All right. Playing a little bit slow here. Gaining life. Procession is an ideal 2. Spending our mana unless we get... Alright, whatever. Hopefully we can pick up a forest next turn. If not, we'll just ramp out. Liberator's great. You can destroy that. We can pay 2, bounce us to our hand. They're probably just going to sacrifice to kill the procession, which is a decent play. The 2-drop for a 2-drop. They had to pay 3 instead of 2, though. Deathbloom Gardener, 1/1 with Death Touch. Add mana of any freaking color. Let's play Sprout. Let's pass turn. We can, you know, chump block with the Visionary, put it to our hand, grab a land. And then it's a little bit of a mill for us as well. We go for it. 1 forest, please. Swamp! Aw. Lose some removal there. Ouch. Huh. Need that back. Do you think they let us do that again? Each time ramping further out. Ooh, nighttime. Straight up bully, you know? Like, it's still just in response. Like, even if we went for removal. One more Sprout. We need these to start hulking out, you know? Do they have removal here? Ouch. So that's rude. Double cast, turn it today. Back to forcing them into a paid sacrifice. More removal. Really getting after it, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes the best thing is to wait. I think they have removal, so I'm not going to feed them the Opportunist. If you want to spend it, spend it. Unless it's just the Trap Breaker hold up here, which could very much be. We're going today either way. This is just a little bit safer for us. I don't want to lose, right? And we would have. It would have been like, oh, I'll leave that Sprout, and I'm going to kill the Opportunist now. So hopefully there's no more removal in hand, and we can get this Opportunist out. Start drawing cards, removing theirs, and progressing forward. Do you have a third removal spell, bro? I think that it's still the Trap Breaker trigger, but I could be wrong. We're today now, which is nice. 4 cards in their hand, which is advantageous for sure. Oh, Lord have mercy, dude. Yikes. I need to draw from those. We're going to flip here as well. Morbid out. Sack the creature to kill the Boundless Sky. We draw. For 1 on 17. Okay. I mean, we're still not in a great spot, but little by little working our way out. What is this? A limited match? Did you draft this deck? Sometimes it feels that way, yeah? Oh my lord. Prowler exiling from someone's grave. What card type they take is up to them. That's what they'll reduce by. They have the mana through the Gardener, remember? So instant speed spell. Okay. Well, they have an instant in hand, which is another bite down. Gross. Gross. Gross, 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 gross. All right, let's mill. Let's take the Sprout. Like that there. Ah, whatever. Go, Hulks, go! Opportunist out. Swing in with 1. Jump block with the Liberator, kill the Procession. Death touch removal. Safekeeping indestructible. Nice. Dude, what's mine say? Sweet. What's mine say? Freaking Double nice. This dude is a legend. What an absolute Chad, you know? That's incredible. The next fight effect you're doing is getting cut out from underneath you, bro. I get it. That's your spiel. Don't you frickin' dare, huh? Yeah, sack your creature. Give me a double draw. That's worth it. What a rude boy. Try to get the Prowler. They may have protection. No, double draw. Plus the zombie. Taking that value. You know it. Nice. Oh, land too, really? Wow, you're very kind. It's just good value. Another Liberator. So at no point were we really ever ahead in this match, but look at how everything has turned up. Right? Let's wait. Next. I'll attack with them both, because I'm brazen. We'll only get a triple draw off one of them. Ugh, I know, right? So sad. Then we can march for one for another triple draw. And they just keep drawing more copies of itself. Oh my lord. Go ahead. Should we do this now for 1 or 2, or should we wait and just gain like 10 life? I mean, we could always triple draw another way. Pesky nighttime. We're going back today, Bruce. Give me the draw. Only 1 damage. You may as well take it, right? It's either take it or give me 4 cards. You know, isn't that kind of like more aggressive than you'd like? They're like, yeah, I agree. I'll take 1 damage. No. Still dies. Sack or draw 4. Keeping lots of mana open here for our second main phase. Shuffler's fine. I mean, those opportunists, you know. Legendary. Alright, I mean, they're gonna sack, which gives us a trigger of it, makes a zombie. Cool. Draw. Draw. This grabs back to Visionary, which I think is good game. Because then the Visionary brings back everything else, you know? It's like, oh my, just stop it. Yeah. Go ahead. Not even enough mana for Titan of Industry, you know? 4 mana on green deck. Prowler's good. It's a good thing we didn't leave that Visionary engraved for 1 more turn, right? It would have been gone. There's lots you could take. It's all pretty good. The Gravelighter, I guess, is like confirmed removal. No attack. Oh, we just need to finish them. You got to give them credit. They're like, this is still a match somehow. Equation cannot be solved. Concede. Opponent going first. Playing slow. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 look good. Hopefully on turn 4 we can play for 5 with a land milled from Rutstein. Oh no. Great card. Not so good against our Opportunist though. They will need removal or one of their own. Let's see what our mill is. Bland, nice. We can block that 2-1 fairly easily, I believe. Unless they're gonna, use Eaten Alive on their Vengeful Stranger. They know it. Absolutely. We don't mind. It's gonna give us a zombie, right? And then we can easily sack Rutstein. We don't mind losing 1 life either. What are we discarding? Our 3rd Procession? Beautiful. Sack the zombie. It would die anyways. Their Hand of Hatred dies, which lets us create a new zombie. We have our 1. Life gain, or the life loss here is not the worst. You can also sack things, which we don't really mind a ton. Right, these zombies can go almost every single time. Let's try to make that advantageous for us. Another Hand of Hatred. Replayed from the grave via Braid's Frightful Return. Good card. Removal on our Gravelighter. Rutstein's ability will continue to pop, which we definitely want. And then Sticky Fingers as we get more mana. It'll take a little bit though. Block, make a zombie. Oh, this is, never mind, non-token. No zombie. Because the spider was a token, right? I want to keep the flyer though. I can deal some nice damage here. 3 cards in their hand. Oh. Playing our artifact, which, they know that we're bricking. Not anymore. Only 1 black source, though. Let's start drawing. I mean, we get the draw, we get the zombie this way. It's pretty good. You just don't want to lose too much life. You can eat an alive Rutstein at any point, but kind of like that ability, right? So we're letting it hang out. We're testing the waters, stacking some things for now, losing a little bit of life on the way, but you know, everything seems okay. Ouch. It's already triggered, so they should have maybe done this a little earlier, but that's okay. Another forest. Ugh. So we're gonna sack Rutstein here, I guess. Is a draw. The game gets there. We already sacked a card? That should be the first, Oh, I've lost my ability. Dude, where'd your ability go? It's already triggered this turn, is that why? I don't remember drawing. Maybe I did. It's been a long day, you know, it always is. We're just gonna take this damage, you know? No draw either, apparently. Ouch, rude. With these forests, if you don't stop it. All swamps, you know? A single one. May as well take the draw, it's not blocking. It's easy for them just to chump block this. Our ability is back. See, we must have had, something must have died. I wasn't paying attention to. We've got our blob. I mean, putting these forests to good use, I guess. Our land is perfectly balanced. Kind of how it goes sometimes. You know, we're in good shape here still. That's 6/6, you know, Old Rutstein. Sorry, Old Stickfingers. Almost the same card. Colors. We get a draw here. Fantastic. Are you kidding me? Oh, Lord. Let's blob out. It's just fun. It's a fun card. No attacks. We're playing defensively. We're making 4/5s every turn. Creature, enchantment, land, sorcery. Nice. That's the 4 types. Hey, this is pretty good. Got great blockers, though. Only 12 life. So it's close. We're close. On the edge. It's good. Good thing for this blob. I'll tell you what. It's going to enlist. Well, that's correct. Never mind. So we're just going to throw Sticky in front. Or just the copy of the blob. Keep Sticky. Because this is going to replace itself. We take some damage, but we get the draw. Right? We love it. More forests! All you need to win games, chat. I'm going to get rid of this forest here. In search of a swamp. New. Ah, yes. Alrighty. This is some life gain. some zombie creation. This is a draw. I guess sacrifice myself, right? Gaining 2 life here. Gravelighter. Trading for Toshiro, I'd assume. We make a zombie, we get a draw. Thank you. Let's push ourselves up. Oh, that Shrieker is beasty. We're going to hit for 7 here. Down to 12 with no blocks. Maybe it's time to lose the Hand of Hatred. Again, we do make an additional 4/5 end step. And a treasure. Good game. This is a fun match, right? Grave matters. Well, it truly does, and more so bringing goodies back from the grave, which we love. At the end of the day, you know, it's just a crazy black deck. Any deck with black is gonna, you know, slay. Procession and Opportunist are the strongest free-to-play synergy that you really get access to. It's crazy, and then accenting it with all of the grave mechanics is really quite nice as well. The Hulk is so strong. You know, Rutstein's adding value. Stickfingers is quite strong as well. You know, Titan and Blob just are going to win games. So it feels fairly consistent in all honesty as far as a starter deck goes. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a magical day. Become a YouTube member. If you want to support the channel, go above and beyond. Of course, you can just like, comment, subscribe. That's great too. Watch the videos. That's a big help, watching them start to finish. But more importantly, you know, take care of yourself. Have an absolute magical day. And I cannot wait to see you soon in the next.